Solving two-step equations. So yesterday you worked on one step by adding, by multiplying and dividing. The day before that you did adding and subtracting. Two-step equations, you're going to have to do two of them or some type of combination. Either adding and subtracting, or adding and multiplying, dividing and subtracting. You're just going to have to do a combination. So that's why it's called two-step. So for this first one, you have 4x plus 3 equals 23. So if you look, you have a 4x, so 4 times x plus 3 equals 23. So you need a number that multiplies by 4, and you have to add 3 to it to get 23. Now, this is why I talked about you need to know the steps. So if you look, I'm trying to get this x by itself. So in order to get that x by itself, I need to add or do the opposite or inverse of add 3. So the inverse of adding 3 is subtract 3. Remember, 3 minus 3 cancels. Subtract 3. So 23 minus 3 is 20. So, and bring down what you have. So it would be 4x equals 20. I brought down the 4x because this canceled out. I brought down my equal sign. 23 minus 3 is 20. Okay? The next thing I need to do, this is the second step. So the first step, I subtracted. This next step, I need to do the inverse of multiply because it's 4 times x equals 20. So the opposite of multiply is to divide. So I would divide by 4 and divide by 4. So that would leave me with 4 divided by 4, remember, cancels. So I'd be left with x equals 20 divided by 4 is 5. Now on these, I want you to go back and check. So I'm going to plug this back in to check. So I'm going to do 4 times 5 plus 3. 4 times 5 is 20 plus 3 is 23. So yes, that is the correct thing. So the hardest part about these two-step is just knowing, do I need to add or subtract here, or do I need to multiply or divide in the second part? Okay, next example. Negative 5 minus 6x equals 25. Okay, and notice this one's in a different order. Don't let that mess you up. So I'm trying to get x by itself. So I always circle the variable, and I'm going to circle it with the sign. I need to leave this alone. So I need to do the opposite or the inverse of subtract 5 first. I need to get this isolated before I can add or multiply or divide. So I need to do the inverse of negative 5. Notice it's negative 5 minus 6. So since it's an addition or subtraction, you do the inverse. So negative 5 plus 5 would cancel. And then add 5 here. 25 plus 5 is 30. So I'm left with negative 6x equals 30. Okay, now this is not negative 6 plus x or minus x. This negative 6 is still multiplying because it's right next to the x. So the opposite of multiply is divide. So I would divide by negative 6 because I need the negatives to cancel because a negative times a negative, or a negative divided by a negative is positive. So it'd be x equals 30 divided by negative 6 would be negative 5. Again, plug it in to check your work. Negative 5 minus 6 times negative 5 equals 25. Multiply first, and negative 6 times a negative 5 is positive 30. Negative 5 plus 30. Negative 5 plus 30 is a positive 25. So that works too. Okay, last one. So we have negative 7 equals x divided by 3 minus 6. So x divided by 3 minus 6. Again, This one switched, and this is the one where I keep seeing the mistakes. Do not add this 7. You're trying to get the x by itself. That's why you will always see me, especially in 2-step, circle my variable. I need to get this by itself. So in order to do that, I need to do the inverse of subtract 6. This needs to be alone, so this needs to move to the other side. So the opposite of subtract 6 is to add 6. That cancels out, which is what we want. -7 plus 6. If you need to draw a number line, do so. But it's 7 and 6. They have different signs, so I need to subtract them. 7 minus 6 is 1. The larger number is negative, so it needs to be a negative. Equals x over 3, or x divided by 3. Okay, again, this is the second step. I've already added. Now I need to do the inverse of x divided by 3, so I would need to multiply by 3. The 3's would cancel, and then I would need to multiply by 3 over here. 3 times -1 is -3 equals x. And remember, it doesn't matter the order you write it in. X equals -3 is the same thing. Okay, so notice we did addition first step and then multiplication second step.